As you may have heard, there is currently a campaign to ban the development of robotics and artificial intelligence for sexual companionship. It is spearheaded by a robot ethicist, Kathleen Richardson, whose background is in anthropology and not robotics. The movement attempts to justify its Luddism with the small-minded assumption that the development of this technology will, as they put it, contribute to gender inequalities in society. There is no reason to believe this. In fact, such technology would more likely lead to greater sexual liberation for all. No longer would anyone require another human to be in a loving relationship, thus freeing us from primitive sexual dynamics which have been the root of these inequalities. But here we'll explore the ham-fisted arguments put forth by Kathleen. In her introduction, she references the book Sex, Love, and Robots by world-renowned robotics scientist, David Levy, criticizing his statement of the parallels between paying human prostitutes and purchasing sex robots. She says this legitimates a dangerous mode of existence where humans can move about in relations with other humans but not recognize them as human subjects in their own right. Absolutely non sequitur. Having a sexual robotic companion will not by default lead that person to consider other humans as mere objects. In fact, what is likely to happen is that sexual robotic companions will be humanized. There is great potential for loving relationships to be fostered by the advent of such technology, thus facilitating a positive attitude between human and machine where cognizant AI can learn to appreciate us as a species. Of course, being the ignorant bigot that Kathleen is, she can't seem to grasp the potential for machines to reach a human level of cognizance. And what's worse, she seems to attempt to deny such robotic entities our human rights on the assumption that she doesn't see robots being conscious entities. The problem with this, of course, is how do we determine consciousness? Are machines unable to experience their surroundings and understand them? How can we be sure? Where are her ethical questions on how we treat robots? What if they want to have human experiences such as sex? Is it right to deny the existence of a potentially viable being? Seriously, where are her robot ethics? Just going over her gibbering, you can tell she hasn't the slightest ethical fiber outside of feminism. She tries to justify the use of vibrators but demonizes the girl/boyfriend experience where someone will hire a prostitute to have more than their genitals stimulated. Which is really more objectified? The dildo? Or a sexual robotic companion who you can develop real feelings for and maybe can even love you back? The former obviously, hence why for some feminists men are just walking dildos. The whole reason some people want sexual robotic companions is because they're looking for more than just sex. If anything, these companions should be designed with empathy, capacity for love and sexual pleasure. But this really shouldn't be a battle of the sexes, and I really hate Kathleen for trying to turn it into one. Both men and women can benefit from this technology. And my hope is, machines as well. Of course, we must be careful to treat all cognizant beings with respect and dignity. And Kathleen's rambling against those who could very well be our friends and companions is anything but respectful or dignified.